I just spent half an hour looking for a bathroom. So welcome to trash picking. But can't really make any guarantees about how good it's going to be. We'll see. Luckily, we're in a place called the middle of nowhere because I have to re-gift a bunch of stuff that I found in this town last time around. People get a little touchy about that, so I'm not saying you should ever do it, but if you do, do it in a remote area. And as far as the morality goes, look, I picked it up last time. It didn't work out for me, so I'm putting it down this time. It's still a net benefit to the town, because these towns have to pay by the ton at the landfill. So if I pick up 5 things last month and I bring home all 5 of them and then I decide I don't want one of them, so I bring it back, that's still a net reduction of 4 things that the town didn't have to pay to discard. Not to pat myself on the back, but you know, like what I'm saying is that people shouldn't be that sensitive about regifting, but they take it out of context and think I'm just some kind of bum who's dumping garbage in their precious garbage piles, and we don't want that. So we'll be discreet. This guy was pretty nice last time. It's so noisy in my car. All right. Sport pack. The fact that this guy was nice suggests to me that he's probably watching me from his house right now. So, no regifting here. This is one of those days where I'm not finding nothing. Because I am finding something. Look at that. Can you see what that is? That's what we call a fancy radiator. Made of genuine metal. Don't be jealous. See, that's like copper and stuff. This is all brass. That's probably steel, but you can strip that off pretty easy. It's an unusual score. Think this one's gonna be worth getting out of the car? Let's see. Those are actual vice grips. They're just super greasy. I think these people notice if I re-gift anything. Oh yeah. Didn't expect an axle skewer. Nope. Look at this. I don't know what that is. Tis the season. Oh, gross. And let's see. Look at these scrapers. I don't know. I'm finding that the more literal I try to be with the thumbnail and the title, the less views the video gets. You gotta say something stupid. You'll never believe the crazy things they threw in the garbage. It's like, I don't want to do it, but I'd do it. What's in the Grundorf case? What do you think's in here? Whoa. All right, I hate to say this, but I can't show you what's in this case. It's nothing like gnarly or nothing, but it's got the lady's name on it in a very obvious way. But we will take it. And the contents of the case may have been precious to the lady, but they're worthless to us, so consider it a nice empty case. This thing's taped all up. Nothing in it anyway. Does it look like we were even here? No. See that garbage pile way back there? I'm gonna walk there because if I parked right on that curve, somebody would come along and smash into the Camry. They tend to drive fast out here in the middle of nowhere. All right, here we are at the pile. And I'm not gonna say that there's a ton of address labels, but I'm not gonna say there's not. There's our new friend. Wow. What a pleasant experience. All right. We don't do too well with pocketbooks. Oh, there's our friend again. All right, I think I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want our little buddy to go out in the street. But first, that's kind of nice. I mean, it's not great, but it's kind of cool. What about that? Yeah, nah, I think we can live without that. All right. So I don't know if you heard the lady, but what she said about the dog was, he doesn't bite. So maybe that'll be the title of the video. He doesn't bite. Anyway, do you really want to Listen to me blathering on and on while I walk back to my car. Is this what people do? Would I watch this? There's some scenery. I will tell you what I would do if I was a total dick. Is I would just dump all this junk right here. Because it would get picked up, but I'm not a total dick. Look at the scenery though. Should that be the thumbnail? Right? Like a mountain top with a rock on it and the sun shining and it says, "He doesn't bite." Yeah, welcome to me being bored out of my mind. These people have a pretty dog, but she always barks. There's her dog bed. Oh. But look at this thing we just found. I'm gonna use that as a thumbnail somehow. He gave us a hand. Welcome. Surf's up, life's good. That's absolutely true down here on the South Carolina coast. I'm going to waddle back to the car with those between my legs. Oh my God, 50 bucks for that piece of crap? How much did they pay for that hand? I think they gave $5 for it. I couldn't really show you because the guy was out there, but look at this amplifier. It's by a company called Cape Heart. And it has a speaker, and then there's this whole conglomeration of doohickeys. I don't know if this is one of those things that's just totally worthless, but it looks valuable. But experience has taught me to take all this stuff when I find it. It stinks to high heaven though. It's got that old furniture smell to it. All right, we'll look it up and see if we should re-gift it before we leave. The lady came out, she was wicked nice. She told me this stuff's been in the house since like the 1930s. She didn't mention why it was all covered with dirt though. But here's the, whatever that is. All right, so I'm gonna look this up and see if I have to throw it in someone else's pile. I looked up the amplifier. The last one that sold on eBay went for like 900 bucks. Plus some guy gave me that Le Creuset pan, which under the right circumstances might be worth 100. So I think the title of this video could be the cumulative value of all the items we found while trash picking in a rich town for 20 minutes added up to potentially $1,000. But that's a little too wordy. So I'm just gonna call it, we made $1,000 in 20 minutes. Is that a good title for a video or what? That's gonna get plenty of views. Now it's a little confusing because God, look how stupid people are. This is a rack for Roland digital drums. They just cut all the wires off. Here's a little side trip that I'm going to interject into the video right now. I got this thing home. That's what it looks like, I guess. But look at all the wire that came out of it. It was inside these tubes. So somebody came along and cut off the wires, and they left all that wire in it. And I'm gonna guess that to replace this wire and put it back in the tubes is probably gonna cost a couple $100, but I'll leave that up to not me. Now back to the video. It's a little confusing because there's some footage in this video from the last town that I was in, but the town where I am now, which is Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, we got here 20 minutes ago. We've already picked up $1,000 worth of crap. So I would say that is a really good day. It's a very, very unusual day also. Oh, and also, I almost didn't. These things are great, huh? I'm way more excited about these stupid plastic vintage Christmas things than about that $900 amp. I also almost didn't get that amp because when I drove by, it was on a main road. The guy was out in his driveway, you know, and I didn't really feel like dealing with that, but it looked interesting, so I went back, got the amp. It turned out to be a great score. The early Christmas present in February. And almost as soon as I left with the amp, another picker stopped by, and he's a good dude. I don't know if he would have taken the amp or not, but probably. He's a smart guy. So that's how it goes out here. You know, if you see something looks interesting, you should probably go ahead and take a second look. So let's take a second look at this piece of crap. Yep, that thing right there could possibly be worth like $900. And if it only sells for like $100, I'm gonna keep the title the way it is. We made $1,000 in 20 minutes. It's done. I guess I could change the name of the video to "We made $0 in 3 hours," because that's what happened yesterday. After I recorded the last video clip, we drove around for hours and found nothing. But let's do a recap of what we did find, and we'll call it a video. So, there's some nice buckets. Here's this weird radio thing that goes along with that amplifier. This part is probably worthless, but if we're lucky, maybe we can sell it for a few dollars. I found some poster boards. Let's see how long it takes those to get blown away in the wind. I don't know, that's like 5 seconds. That's a world record. We found a Lionel train set. Let's look at that. This train set came from a rich neighborhood, and I assume smart people live in a rich neighborhood, but even smart people can't figure out how to put a train set back in the box. But this is cool, look at this. This is actually a Lionel truck. So this is like the deluxe train set that came with trucks and stuff. I don't know if it's worth anything, but we found this, buckets, and those foam core boards in 3 hours. Oh wait, no, we found one more thing in the trunk. I'll show you. Check it out, it's a sled, which is great because we still have a ton of snow here in February. And it's, you know, only broken in 2 spots, so I guess that's good. This mirror is totally broken, but the outside is made of metal, and I think it might be brass. Let's check. No, not brass. But we can scrap it anyway, I guess. All right, this is not safe, but we're gonna do it anyway. And that can go in the scrap pile. Turns out this speaker that goes with the amplifier, it's really effed up, the cone is destroyed, but I guess this speaker is kind of valuable. I'll try to get it out of here so we can look at it better. This is called the speaker that's covered with dirt. I don't know why it's all covered with dirt. The lady didn't tell me. But the last one on eBay sold for like 500 beans, so. I don't know. Should I include that in the listing? The K-Part Company, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Spent some time in Fort Wayne, it's a nice place. But apparently, that's like a $500 speaker. And now, let's look at the amp and then we'll be done. And there she blows the $900 amplifier, which could be a $100 amplifier, or could be a $3,000 amplifier, depending who you ask. It's a K-Part power amplifier. Type 4P, go look that up. It's only a lot rusty and covered in a lot of dirt. I didn't really show this Le Creuset pan yesterday, but as far as these go, first of all, it's blue, which is kind of unusual. Second, it's in really nice shape. The guy who gave me this said his wife worked for Le Creuset, so he had a bunch of them. But that's nice. And that's probably, I don't know, depending on who buys it, 50 to 100 bucks. And last but not least is this chair. This is made by RMIC. It's been repainted silver, but I think originally it looked like a, I don't know, school lunch tray from the 60s. Remember those? I looked this thing up and they sell for like 200 to 300 bucks. So between this, the amp, the pan, the speaker, we made like $1,500 in 20 minutes. So maybe that's what the title of the video will be. That usually doesn't happen. In fact, it almost never happens, but once in a while you get lucky. And we did yesterday. So until next time, thanks for watching.